Okie dokie. Camera A. Oh, so I need to do this. Gosh. I think it's working. Let's see. I guess it is working. Okay. I gotta trim some things. Trying to do some trimming. We'll keep on going from there. Got this. Alrighty. Oh, yeah. I hope you guys can hear me. Alright, this works. Yeah, that's all I'm doing here is just cutting this up. I have to like go a little bit lower, so that's all I'm gonna do here. Set that, make those little attachments a little bit thinner there. Zoom. This will be a little bit better for you guys. Hey buddy, how goes the day? Yo, I'm telling you, like email, has gotta be the worst invention on earth. You know, this is what happened. I didn't pay my phone bill for like 3 months. I didn't have a phone for 3 months, right? After 3 months, they say, you know what? You haven't paid long enough. We're gonna get rid of your number, you know? And so they sold my number to a different person. Little frustrating, but that's okay. You know, I'm fine with getting a new number. Got a new number. Then I dropped my phone in the washing machine, or I put it in my pants, and it went through the washing machine, and then ruined the phone. And then, right, I got a new number, right, and all of a sudden I tried to get on my email, because my email application or whatever, it was like, yo, we're updating. When you update, you gotta re-sign in. Then when it asked me to sign in, freaking Yahoo, I love Yahoo because it's not Gmail or whatever, so I'm a Yahoo guy. But Yahoo said that, oh, we need phone verification. We need the phone verification. I don't have that number anymore. Oh my gosh. So I don't have that number. So I tried everything, and the last thing I can possibly do is they don't have free customer service. Their customer service is a premium $12 fee. Are you kidding me? It's really not too bad, but it's like I need to get into that email for some things, you know? So it's just like it's important. It's like one of those situations. I think that we should just get rid of email altogether. Like, it just shouldn't exist anymore. Like, let's just get rid of it. It had a good run. Bye-bye, email. You know? They charge for customer service? That I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like $12.99. Can you... Oh my gosh. Like, to be honest, it was kind of like, I thought about it, and I was just like, man, like, Yahoo, nobody really gets you anymore. Like, nobody says, oh, I can't wait to make a Yahoo account. Other than, like, me. I feel like I'm, like, one of the few people who's like, you know what? Everybody's going Gmail. I want a Yahoo. You know? Give me that Yahoo. Sign me up. I hate that all this happened to me. It's okay. Really, it's... Think about it this way. There could be 100 million other things that could be going worse, you know? So it's not really that big of a deal. It's just, like, when something happens, I think it's okay to, like, be annoyed by it, you know? You just shouldn't let it dictate your next move, you know? But, yeah. That's it. I just think it's weird, you know? Help the consumer out when you guys are already down the drain. You hate email too? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I feel like people who really enjoy email and they just love their email, they like the perception that they got their shit together. That's my hot take for the day. People who like email, they just like this idea, this perception that they got all their eggs in a basket or eggs in a row, whatever it is. Alright, so we're gonna start by trimming this puppy up here. Ducks in a row, eggs in one basket. There you go. I'm glad you knew what I was trying to say. Also, I really like this bottom here. Like, this to me is I'm kind of messing with this, I'll be honest. It's the only one I had. Until recently, my old Yahoo email was the only one I had. Made it in 2003? Dude. I hope you never get rid of it. It's a relic, dude. Like, you'll be 80 one day, and you'll still have that access to that email, and it'll be, like, interesting. You go to your very first email. I remember in 2003 when I got that one. I feel like there was... They still have AOL, right? Was a thing. Did you ever have a Hotmail? That's what I remember was Hotmail. Hotmail. Alright. I think I just gotta go for it. And just get this wet and just throw it. I don't think I actually need to trim this one. That email is a historical document at this point. Never had Hotmail. That's okay. That email is a historical document. I love them. Okay. So one thing that we're dealing with here, which is a problem, is do you see how this is not even here? Like, this is all rocky. That is major problem, right? So you have some things that you can do, okay? The thing that I'm going to do is not going to be the thing that I should do. The thing I should do actually was, before I cut this off, I should have grabbed my little wire here and cut a flat top. This thing to be flat, and so this would have sat still and flat again. But I didn't want to kind of destroy some of this that I had here, so I cut it off. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to squeeze this sponge. Maybe I got to put a little bit more on there. I'm also going to put some water along this edge here. And you want to get it wet so that it kind of sticks to the base of it here. Yeah, we'll do that. I remember when I had an email account. I had that email account was made. My best friend was an editor of a college newspaper, and we were in a newspaper room there on Sunday, and he said, "You need an email address," so he made one for me. That's legendary. Was it like some like weird name, or was it just your name? You know, like, I feel like if your friend makes you an email address, that's gotta be like, it's probably like Rabid Gopher 23. You know, I feel like that's like a classic 2000s username, right? You know what I mean? Was it anything like that or no? Okay. That's a good story though. I feel like I can't even remember my first email. Oh, it's a great name. No numbers, nothing weird. Just something that includes my high school nickname. Okay, that's good then. You had a cool one. I feel like the first time I ever had to make a name for something, it wasn't for email, it was for Xbox. Like, you know how you have a gamer tag? Mine was Baby Bowl 7. That was my gamer tag. And Baby Bowl, again, it was a nickname that somebody gave me, or my coach gave me in football. They called me Baby Bowl. And then my football number was 7. But you can see that all we're doing right now is we're just trying to slowly squeeze this clay. It's really a lot better if it's a little bit softer. Like, I would say that this is a little bit too hard. You can see it trying to pick up there. And so again, we're gonna just wipe our hands down. Push down again, make sure this is on there, right? So I should have done it. It's all a time sensitive thing. Like, you want this part to be firm because it's about to hold all the weight of the piece that's going to go on top. But you want this to be soft enough that you're able to like actually move it around. So we kind of waited maybe a little bit too long. But again, if you just slowly work the water in and make sure your hands are right next to each other, right? The inside is right on top of the one on the outside. And just a little bit of tension, just like think of it's like little peels of an onion, like a little bit at a time. Don't try to move it all in one go, especially since this isn't like stuck to the wheel head, right? It can still break free, right? So you want to be very slow with your movements. Sometimes if you need to slow down the wheel, because that tension that squishing that you're doing can also cause it to drag and pull towards you. And so there's a little, it's like you're surfing. It's like a balancing act, And again, we're slowly walking this. You can see it's wanting to skip a little bit there. Okay. And just a little bit more. And then we'll be good here. I'm liking this. Okay. So that looks fine to me. I kind of like this. Classic name, love that. Truly master verbally articulating pottery process. I don't know about a master. I feel like usually when I'm in like class and like I'll have some students and they'll be like I just don't understand this one part. I always tell them like some weird way to visualize it. And I feel like half the time they look at me like, what? Let me see if I can come up with one. Oh yeah, like I was trying to explain to them the waterfall thing. So wait, hold on. So, watch this. Gimbal. Okay, so, do you see how, do you see my hands, look up here, right? But do you see how my hand is coming around this thing? Coming around and over, right? And so when you're doing a lot of throwing, right, people are pushing towards the center usually, right? They're trying to go towards the middle. You'll see a lot of people with two hands are squishing the clay together towards the middle, right? The key with centering, the key with throwing, the key with all this stuff is you want to catch the waterfall, right? So you're not going to the center, you're catching the waterfall. So watch. This is the wheel spinning. So imagine this is clay. My hand is clay. It's coming around, right? It's going over the rocks. Do you see it's going over the rocks? It's falling. The waterfall's coming. It's going straight down. Now look at the top. You see where my finger's at? It's coming back towards where this palm is. These is the bottom of the river, the bottom of the waterfall, right? And so you see how I'm pushing forward? I'm catching the water that's crashing into the rock. And that's really the best way, in my personal opinion, to center. Because then now what can you do? You can use this other hand as a scoop to bring more clay towards you. And look how this is coming. It's coming back towards you. See how they're going across. Gimbal? They're coming across. And look, if you notice, look at the distance between my hands there. That is going to be how narrow that cone is going to be when I'm bringing it up, right? And so that's really the way to center. You don't push towards, push past. There you go. Boom. That's my 2 cents on it. Okay. See, your rantings always make perfect sense to me. That waterfall analogy couldn't have been more clear. You should clip that for a short. I haven't made shorts in a while, actually. I've posted a little bit on my Instagram, but I've just been doing my own thing without posting. I just needed a little bit of like a reevaluating what I'm doing thing. I'm still reevaluating, but I am planning things. Okay, so this is the top. It's gonna be cute, right? Camera A. Look at that. It'd be cute. Thing with this, look at that bottom. What do you notice about it? Oh, why is it not flat? I just cut it off. Because before I took this off, I closed the lid and I sealed the air into this, right? Why did I do that? First, it just makes it quicker. Second, I don't want anybody to take these lids off, so I just am going to have them be stuck. I'll vent a hole in the bottom later, right? But usually, if I was doing it all in one go, that air on the inside is supporting this, right? So if this is a little bit soft, when I go to pit things on it, it's going to be super firm because the air is pushing out, right? And so it helps out. You can work a lot wetter. Oh, I just ripped. Air just escaped through it. You can see it literally just farted at me. Oh well. Again, these are trophies, so they're not really usable objects, but that's why I sometimes will attach lids. You'll see on some of the ones where I like work really quickly, that air, I can put handles and all sorts of stuff in and they don't collapse. Okay. That's very shrewd. Hashtag clay fart. I know. I can't believe it. When I make whistles, I hear a lot of clay farts, actually. I like hollow objects filled with air. For some reason, the ceramic the way I make things, I like to take a lot of shortcuts, and a lot of shortcuts need air for some reason. making sure that you have that squish, that squeeze, that tension building up there, right? That's important. Okay. Next. Grab a little. This isn't really a good one. I should grab this. And just make sure that this stuff's getting attached. Right? I could do something fun with this rim. Or I could leave it alone. Okay. A little flower. This is random, but I saw a UFO in 2013. Got a picture. I posted a picture the other day. If you think of it when you have time, take a look. I'd like to hear your take. Oh, you posted it on your channel? All right, I'll go take a little. I'll take a look at it. I feel like, do I believe in UFOs? Do I believe in UFOs? I'm not sure. I feel like I just don't think of UFOs, you know? Like, if I was to see it, I think I'd be like, oh yeah, of course. But if I was like in a group setting and a bunch of people were asking me, like, do I believe in UFOs? I think I'd probably say no, or aliens. But if somebody showed me proof, I'd accept it. Like, I'm not an alien denier. Yeah, I don't know. This feels like it's growing out of like a flowery thing, you know? And I like that the bottom is still kind of uniform, you know? So there's some like correlations to some of these. Yeah, it's right in my post. The whole story is in the comments. Basically watched it stationary for 45 minutes. That's kind of freaky. There's like a bunch of I guess I'm not totally new to like UFO stuff. There was like this dude in Area 51 or whatever. He worked there, and he talked about like these things that like control gravity or something. And so I believe it. I like some of the old like that it's aliens aren't like new, you know? Like I like a lot of like the old things that are like in Babylonian times there was like gods who were not gods, they were just like these like aliens, right? And that's like a lot of the Egyptian gods or whatever, like they're just aliens, and like they like made humans to like help them mine for gold. Like I always think those like sort of theories are actually kind of interesting to think about. And there's like some theories like they wanted gold because gold can be like somehow transplanted into the atmosphere, so then that the sun's rays don't kill the aliens or something. Oh man, this is not. I don't think this is gonna be that centered anymore. think this is gonna break. I don't believe that's gonna stay. But we like it, right? And we'll put a flower will be coming out of the top of this thing. It looks a little weird right now, but we're about to make it weirder, right? Just you wait. It looked like a really bright planet with the naked eye. Only when we took pictures did we see that it was three lights in a triangle. I love the ancient alien hypothesis. I grew up on it because my dad was interested in that stuff. Talking about theories from a book called The 12th Planet. I'm looking at a copy of it on my shelf right now. Do like it. Hope it doesn't break. The urn part is spectacular. Yeah, we'll see. These are the handles for it. I think it's got to be here. I kind of want to put it up high. Like, to me, this kind of looks hot, if it's like that. Maybe I flip it upside down and it has a better attachment vibe? No. Like, doesn't this just seem, like, too wide? Like, I think it has to be up. I think it has to be up. I gotta do that. That's just too cool not to do. Scatter for fuse. Might be back in a bit. Either way, take care, buddy. Yeah, hey, thanks for stopping in and chatting a little bit. I appreciate it. It's always nice when y'all do that for me. Give me something else to think about. And I'll be thinking about aliens for the rest of the day. Hopefully I don't see any UFOs, though. Let me see. I need to get my little knifey knife. Let's see, how close am I to being done with my 3D print? Yeah, okay. So we're going to cut this up here. All right. wish you guys could see the whole thing. You guys can't even see the whole thing. That's a little unfortunate. I'll put it in the front at the very end. I'll put it in the front. I think these are gonna look just beautiful. I didn't like the squiggles from yesterday, so I don't think we're gonna use those ones. Oh man. You know what? I'm thinking I like this thing. Yeah, I think I like this thing. The fun thing about these is these handles, they're thrown. They're not pulled, right? And so I don't know. I just think that that's a cool, fun fact about these handles. Okay, here we go. Well, this topper again just keeps breaking off. So that's not good. I'll keep bringing this up and around. Bring this out. Over and in. But look at the way that this is just not. I think maybe I've been pushing down a little bit too hard. This is kind of sunk under a little bit too much, I would say. And this whole thing is kind of tilting now. Which I don't really mind the tilting, to be honest with you. Because these are all going to tilt anyway in the kiln. Get a big brush. Or at least just a bigger brush than what I had. The last thing I was going to do was like put like these there, but I think that just ruins the form. I think I gotta start thinking about down here maybe. think I gotta leave it alone. Fine. It's so infuriating. I make all these parts just for them to not go on anything? Come on now. But that's why we have wet boxes. Wet boxes, and we can store those parts for later. Well, the vessel isn't hungry for more stuff now. It may be hungry in the future. So we gotta keep some like lunch packed for him. The vessel is alive. Sometimes it's hungry, sometimes not so much. It's our job to feed our vessels. Right? Our job is to feed our vessels. Okay, I would say that is probably close enough. But I think this is my new way to make handles that are somewhat symmetrical. I know these aren't perfect, but the vibe is similar enough, right? And so throwing them in a big circle first, shaping them while they're still in the circle so you can get some nice curves on them, and letting them dry from there. That's the real secret. That's the real secret, guys. Look at that. This is looking lovely. Let's take our little thingies off the bottom here. Just look at that, guys. Tell me it doesn't make you hungry. I know it makes me absolutely parched. Absolutely parched. So we can do one of these things. We go like this, go like this. Zoom. Ka-chow. We gotta pretend like finishing up on something. Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Where's my brush? Where's my brush? There's my brush. So we gotta pretend like, oh, we're putting the final touches on our object. It's quite a journey. It's how this is how pottery people will talk. They'll say something like, right here on the wheel, this is where me and this object, we had a dance together. And I think there's something special about that. The wheel turning, time turning. And I'm just here, doing things. Like every other human. Mind blowing. I literally hate that sort of talking. Camera A. What a freaking vibe. What a vibe! It's a vibe. We love this one. This one's good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That looks good. Alright, desk. Camera B. Desk. You guys can't really see, can you? I think you guys will be okay. You'll just see a bunch of random stuff for a second. You'll see me wander on over here for a little bit. What are you doing over here? Oh, I kicked it. Are you kidding me? I kicked it. Oh, no. Well, no, I'm sad. Sad now. A little sad now. Just a little sad. I kicked the side of this one that I was making. This actually really makes me angry. Really kind of pisses me off. You know what? Now I'm pissed off. Now I'm mad. We'll put this guy over here. You'll be liking these. You guys can't really see. You can see me like putzing around here. I'm not gonna lower the camera, sorry. Today, I'm just not gonna do it. Sorry. Sorry. Camera A. Camera B. I forgot that you guys can't really hear me when I'm all the way over there. This is yesterday's. Yesterday's is pretty good. Isn't that pretty? This one's a vibe. Vibes stay. The nice thing about summer is it's so gosh darn humid in the basement. I don't have to tightly wrap anything. And it will kind of redistribute all its moisture. Alright, so now we gotta make the vessel for today. You know? Time keeps turning. The wheel keeps spinning. Let's get some more of this stuff done here. Also, for those of you that remember the head camera is going to be making a comeback next week, I think. I'm 3D printing something, and I don't know if it's actually going to work. That's what I'm doing over there. Okay. Clay. We got some clay in here. That's pretty stiff. I can use pretty stiff. I don't know what this is. So let's just cut it open. I don't think I zip tied things usually. So, looks like it's a really dark red clay body. So we're not gonna use it. You got this. Yeah, we'll use this. And then after this, believe it or not, guys, but we have either processed it into casting slip of all our reclaim from last year, or we've used all of our reclaim. Which that's kind of a big milestone. I have to get new clay. I'm literally gonna have to buy new clay. Alright. This stuff is a little bit hard. I'll cut this in half. And oh, some nice mold in here for me. Oh, delicious. Thanks. I love mold. Yummers. That's how I know it's reclaim, actually. actually way softer than what I thought it was. This is actually really good to use. So, from this chunk, we're going to make two flat little tendrils and a handle. Then from this, maybe we'll just do the handle from this, and then this guy here, we'll turn this guy into the two tendrils in the base. I think that's going to be a good idea, I feel like. Okay. Well, here we go, guys. Camera A. Camera A. Camera A. Camera A. Camera B. Camera A. So weird. Gimbal. Ka-chow. Ka-chow. And we want to zoom this in just a little bit. I know it's kind of zoomed a little bit too far away. Come back close to me, guys. Come back close. Say hello. Don't be scared of me, guys. There we go. So I say topper, handle, base. Zoom. In and up. Nice. A little ball water on there. Again, we're not going to go all the way down yet. We're just going to bring this one more time up. Try to get rid of some of those bubbles if we can. Let's start bringing this down. Yeah. Okay. First thing we're going to make the topper. Okay, bring this up. Gimbal.
Size of it there.
Gimbal. Go ahead and bring this down. Open this up.
Okay. So we got that done. Now we do the base.
Close in. Gimbal.
Gimbal.
Okay. Gimbal. Gimbal.
top or just take that off with this? Oh.
excited about this one, guys. That's it. That's literally that's the day. That one of those will just be a topper probably. I didn't make like a tube topper. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make a tube topper for this one. Okay guys. That's camera A. Camera A. Camera B. Close in. Look at me. I'm a dirty guy. I know you guys can barely hear me. But that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. All the best. And strong mentality. Ka-chow. Ka-chow.
Ela bate no peito, ela fala que é brava. Vamos ver se tu aguenta. Sequência vai tomar.